Hey there, it's Jitterybug. Welcome back to my channel. Today, the sun is rising on day 500 of our single player vanilla world. I am super pumped because today we're going to be doing a little bit of a world tour so I can show you guys around and what we've got done, and then maybe discuss the future of this world. So let me show you guys around. Now, before I show you guys around, if you haven't watched the series yet, you should go ahead and do that. I will link the playlist in the description and pin it in the comments. So if you don't want any spoilers, stop this video right now, go watch the playlist. I did do some building on streams, so if you like watching streams, you can watch those as well. And then come on back and I will show you around the entire world. Now, first off, we are actually going to start over at spawn because I did do a little bit of building. Now, the last episode we had about 20 days left. So I took it upon myself to build a little spawn start area, as well as add a little bit of detail to the world. So I finished off some tunnel decorations. I fixed up our iron farm using a tutorial from Cube Prospector, my friend. So I will link that as well. But we are going to fly over to where we spawned in this world 500 days ago. Here we are. If you would like access to the 500-day world download, you can get it by becoming a channel member. Just click the join button below this video. It's only a couple of dollars a month, and you'll also get all of the other wonderful member perks. It also just supports me immensely. There will be a members only post on the community tab with the download link. So if you have questions, comment, or join the Discord, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you in advance for supporting me, and let's get back to the tour. Once you spawn in, there is going to be a little shulker here with everything that you will need in order to survive and get over to the base. A little thank you message, and then we have our base coordinates. So if you just go straight from where that base coordinate sign was, and it's pretty much straight that way, and then you will see the mob farm, and you take a left, and you go right on past our mob farm, and then you will see our whole base start to emerge from the fog. Now let's start over here. So first off, we have our little wolf village that we made a few episodes ago. So we've got all of these wolves in here. Each wolf has a different color house, and their armor corresponds to the house, and then the interior design also coordinates with the colors as well. So if we go through this dog village here, each house has their own little interiors. All of the wolves are just hanging out. We should take them on a big walk soon. Maybe stay tuned for future episodes. We're going to go on a big walk with all of the wolves. There's Purple. So this is the little wolf village. And then if we cross the bridge, we get over to the main area of our base, where we have a couple of little harbor houses right now. We've got this one down here that has a little interior, as well as a couple villagers that do live here. We've got another little house down here that does not yet have an interior. And we've got another house down here that just has a really basic interior and a little loft up here. We most recently built this little house, so it also, you guessed it, does not have an interior quite yet. But those are things that we are going to add in the future of this world. Now we can either go up these stairs or we can go through the tunnels. We're going to go up the stairs for now. So up the main staircase, we have our iron farm to our right, where the iron golems will spawn in. And then we have a little pond back here. And if we go into these doors, we have our little axolotl pond, kind of in the hillside. And if you are looking to access the mechanics of the iron farm, you can come around back, and there is this trapdoor with a ladder that goes down to the item sorter and the auto crafter mechanism that Cube Prospector taught us to build. Continuing up the stairs, we have just a little fountain area, as well as a garden over this way, which has our melons as well as wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And then back around this way is our villager market. So if you're looking for enchanted books, you can buy most of the enchanted books. I still haven't quite finished getting all of the villagers yet but you can get most of what you need here. This tunnel goes down into the villager room, which we will see later. And then we have the main house. Now I did put a little sign up that says, "Welcome in, I hope you enjoy looking around." So we do have a little living room over here. I do have a bedroom that I still haven't really decorated, and Mina the goat has been living here because we had a subscriber, Mina, who was on stream one day and asked us to name a goat after her. So Mina's here. Oh, we have an Enderman upstairs, and then there is some nether wart that is growing upstairs. So in the future, we will have to decorate that room more and also find Mina a real home and not just a bedroom. We've got this grand old fireplace with some chandeliers, as well as a little kitchen up here. And if we go up these stairs, we have our friendly llama who has lived here for a very long time. And climbing up that ladder is this little bee room. Oh my gosh, there's a frog right over there. That's so funny. But yes, we have our little bee house. And out this window, we can see John Farmer's grave. What a sad stream when we had a little funeral for John after he perished to a lightning strike and turned into a witch. So we had to get rid of the witch. Alrighty, so around this fireplace to the left is the stairs into the basement of the house. And this was kind of our original like storage room and everything down here. To the left is the mine. Straight ahead is our nether portal room, which we did decorate. And then we just have a little crafting room with our map wall. I did put the dragon egg back here, and it has coordinates to where that end portal tunnel is for anyone who might need it. And then we can go into the backyard where we have a auto sugarcane farm that does not work very well. We have our enchantment house, which is one of the very first things we built in this world. I also kind of want to do more decorating of that. We have our second farm. We've got all of our barnyard animals here, as well as an auto compost system. So just put everything you want to compost in there, and then bone meal will appear in this chest down here. And then we also built these huge retaining walls last episode and planted some trees on top. Oh, sun is setting on day 500, so let's go to sleep and then we will continue our tour. All right, so before we continue the tour that way, I'm going to show you guys the work I did on the mine. So we did decorate this path, but then I also continued the same pattern down this way. We have a little mossy room that looks into the cave, and then this just goes all the way down to diamond level, which once we get down here, we can see straight ahead. I did set up our beacon. So I think you guys might have seen that when I was flying into our house from spawn. But we have all of our little tunnels down here. I do want to make this mine look super cute as well. But for now, we're going to hop back in our minecart and head out of the mine. I do love how polished everything looks. There's our little entrance to the lush cave that goes down there. And we have a little window. And we're back at the top. All right, let's go to the storage room. So from the backyard, we have our storage room here, which I'm sure you guys know exactly where that is. We have all of the storage we could possibly need because there is also a second floor that is barely used, where we keep all of the extra items. And then we can use our little water elevator and go down into our tunnel system. Now, this is the confusing part. Once you go down from our storage room, you can take a right to get back to the house. So it's a right and then another right. And these two doors go back into our house. They also go into the lava farm to the right behind the smelting in our house. Now from here, we can either go to the coast. So down to the coast, we have our villager room on the right with lots of villagers, and we can breed our villagers in there and then transport them to the villager market if we keep on going down this hallway. We do end up in our frog room with an iron golem that spawns there because of the iron farm. And then this is back at the coast where the staircase up to the house is. But we're going to go back through the tunnel system, back the way we came. This tunnel is one of the first things I built on stream in this world. I remember getting all your guys' opinions and advice, and it just reminds me of that first stream. It was super fun. All right, if we follow the sign that says Spider Farm, Iron Farm, we can make it to where the iron farm is. I'll show you that in a second. But around this way is the spider farm. So we've got this cute little room here. Spiders will spawn here and their drops go into here once you kill them. And then I just have some swords and then the spider drops in there. All right, out of the spider farm and down to the iron farm. I did put this little staircase in. And I do have to continue to decorate all of this stuff, so we'll do that in the future. But this is now what the iron farm is looking like. So the bone meal, there's not enough bone meal for the autocrafter to fire yet, so there's no bone blocks in here. But we do have lots of blocks of iron from our lovely autocrafter. So that is just so nice to have that all figured out. And like I said, the ladder behind the iron farm outside is where you can get to the redstone. But I will link the video that I followed to get that all set up. Okay, so house, coast, warehouse. If we just go straight from the warehouse and then to the right, we end up at the villager market. So this is where this tunnel goes. We've got our villagers here. If we take a sharp right from there, there's a ladder. This ladder actually goes up to the bedroom where Mina the goat is, or it goes all the way down to where the spider farm is. So we can drop down here, and right over there is the spider farm. All right, I'm gonna go back up this way now. And I am back in our little tunnel system once again. And I think that is it for the tunnels. They're a little bit tricky, but I'm sure you guys will get the hang of it if you end up getting the world download. And the last thing that I do need to show you guys is our mob farm. So right now, the only way to get to the mob farm is either to fly or swim. Unfortunately, I don't have any nether portal transportation system connected yet. Once again, a future task. That is where the beacon comes out, by the way. So I have just been flying out to our mob farm over here. And sticking the landing sometimes is a little bit difficult. But usually I can do it just fine. So here's our little mob farm. There is a ladder from the ocean if you are not confident in your abilities to elytra through a door like that. But all of the mob drops will go in this chest. And they are all sorted over here. I just quickly mended up my gear while I was there. And let's fly on home. So just straight out that doorway, you can fly straight back to the base. You don't even really need a rocket, but you get there faster if you do use one. Okay, let's go ahead and go in the front door here. And I am going to leave all of my gear here. So once you spawn the world, you can get the diamond gear. But then once you get to the house, you guys can have my gear. The little bit of steak I have, I'll go put these in the storage room. And this is the jittery to-do list that I use during my streams. So I thought I would just put that there as well. So I'm gonna go put these gold nuggets in storage. Okay, gold nuggets are in storage. Also, I did put some rockets and some shulker boxes in here. I emptied out my ender chest so that there's just 2 smithing templates. The rest of the smithing templates are in this chest. All right, back up to the shulker box. Now, before we end this video, I'm going to insert a clip of what this place looked like before and after we started building here. So here we go. Isn't that just so cool how much work we have done and how much we have changed this area? I am so proud of myself for how much I have been able to build here, and I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for supporting me so much and hyping me up and hanging out with me on streams. And I am super excited to keep on working in this world. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of interiors. We've barely touched the nether or the end in terms of building, so we do have lots to do still. So here's to 500 more days in this world. Once again, if you do want the world download, you can click the join button and become a channel member for just a couple bucks. and get access to that. It will be a members only community post, so just keep an eye out there. Once again, thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.